I ain't got a clue what's happening here. What are they doing to it? Incredible atmosphere at the MKM. And here we have it. Hull City take on Preston North End.
The crunch game. Two teams battling for more, two clubs battling for the playoffs, and two clubs next to each other in the league table. A win would put us to the top half of the table, a loss could see us drop down to 18th, and a draw, well, it'd do my head in. A 0-0 last time, give over. Today will be loud, hectic and scrappy, and with star player Aaron Connolly set to miss today's game, it may be more evenly matched than people predicted.
Yes, today is crucial as Hull City take on Preston North End in the 33rd round of the most exciting and most competitive league in the world, the EFL Championship. With the Tigers on the back of a pretty poor display at Norwich, the likes of Aaron Connolly, a crucial star in our team, set to miss today's game, as well as Preston only one place below us in the league. Today is a lot closer than what people think, and do not underestimate Preston North End. But in the positive side, I am optimistic, I am confident we can get these 3 points, which is crucial if we want to push up the league. But as always, here's all the information you need to know about today's 3 PM Saturday afternoon kickoff.
Today, we take a look at our visitors and Lancashire-based team, Preston North End. Preston, or better known as PNE, have had an average start to the season, following 11 wins, 8 draws and 12 losses, as they currently sit 14th in the Championship, only 6 points away from the playoffs. Today, Preston will hope to ease past the Tigers and hope to keep their playoff ambitions successful, and hopefully to collect all 3 points from the MKM Stadium.
Now we move on to the history between the two sides, and I must say, it isn't close at all. Now mind my laughing there, but we are far off. Now we played each other on 68 occasions, with the Tigers winning 24 times, Preston winning 30 times, and respectively 14 games that ended in a draw. The last competitive fixture, well, ended in a 0-0 draw, and to be completely frank with you, I couldn't remember a single thing that happened in that game. But it was a memorable one. My first ever Matchday vlog, Hull City 0, Preston 0. What a way to start, eh? Today, and for the first time in 2 weeks, we take the short and pleasant trip to the MKM Stadium, home of the Tigers, and there to back the boys in black and amber, which means, unfortunately, we'll be not adding any to our season total mileage, keeping it at 3,327 miles. Well then, that's enough from me at my home. I will see you once we arrive in Hull and there at the MKM Stadium. Come on, City. This is vital we get the 3 points, and I believe we can. Up the Tigers! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hello and welcome. We're here at the MKM Stadium. We're here to back the boys in black and amber. And I'm feeling confident, a little bit nervous, but most of all I'm excited. Maybe not as excited as I was this morning after seeing the lineup. Some very strange changes. Now the time is currently 22 minutes past 2. The lineups were announced a long time ago, and we will get into that in a brief moment. Now before we do, we have to talk a bit more about the game and more about Preston North End. Now I think most Preston fans will agree with me, they're a very underrated team. They're currently 1 place below us in the league and only 5 points away from the playoffs, 2 wins away, and they could be in 5th place. That's fantastic, and I'll tell you what, you don't see many appreciation posts for Preston North End, but you deserve it. A very underdog team and a very underrated team at that. Now the reason I say this is because there is a small part, and it pains me to say this, there's a small part inside of me that could potentially see Preston North End nick it, maybe get the 3 points, maybe a 1-0 scrappy goal. They have got the quality. They've got Alvaro Fernandez on loan from Man United, and of course the ex-Tiger Robbie Brady, who hopefully doesn't score, and if he does, no celebration, Robbie. Now we move on to the team and the lineup, and to be honest with you, I don't really know what to make. Massive changes by Liam Rosenior, and I do believe he is experimenting with the squad. He's starting players that maybe haven't started for a couple of months, and that's exactly what he's done today. I don't even know where to start. Xavier Simons makes his first ever start for Hull City since we signed him in the summer. Demetrius Pelkas starts, Ryan Longman starts. Seri's not even on the bench. He's not on the starting lineup. He's nowhere to be seen. I don't know what to make of it, but I trust Liam Rosenior and hopefully we can get the result. But that's enough waffling. Let's get straight onto the lineup to take on Preston North End. In goal, Matt Ingram. At left back and today's captain, Jacob Greaves. The 2 centre-backs are Sean McLaughlin and Alfie Jones. Right back, Cyrus Christie. The 4 in midfield is Ryan Longman, Greg Doherty, Ozan Tufan and Xavier Simons. And up front, Demetrius Pelkas and Oscar Estepinian. Now another big piece of news is Aaron Connolly once again not in the matchday lineup. Matchday lineup, Matchday squad. He wasn't there for Norwich. Apparently someone saw him the morning before in the pub, so either that or he's just enjoying his time in Hull. He's not in the Matchday squad, he's not either today. Liam Rossini said he was touch and go whether he would, and it seems we'd rather get him back to full fitness than risk another injury like we did with Ali outside Manesh. Now today we're joined by two special guests, the usual two. We've got Leonard and we've got Ollie. Now we'll start off with Ollie. It's a tough game. Were you at Norwich?
Yeah.
It was. You weren't at Norwich. Did you watch it on telly?
Yeah.
Yeah, it were a tough game. What do you think about today though?
I think it's going to be a good performance.
Good performance, yeah. What's
I
your score
think
prediction?
it's going to be 1-0.
1-0.
I think Ozan 2 fan.
Ozan 2 fan, there we have it. Now we're also joined here by the man, the myth, the legend. It's been a long 2 weeks, Leo. Are you optimistic today? A poor result against Norwich, but we have to keep our heads up.
Well, I've been alright with my predictions so far. Like, what, Tuesday night? I said to you 3-1.
You said 3-1-0. We're not giving that one, mate. We're not giving that one. We're more about today. What's your score prediction?
I think we're going to just nick it like a 2-1.
A 2-1, who's going to score?
For them, I'm going to go Rory Brady off the bench. In the 78th minute, I think.
Right.
We're going to win 1-0 at half time due to Longman. He's going to get the score.
Is he?
And then Christie's going to win it for us.
Christie to win it. I think Sean McLaughlin hat-trick. Come on, the boys. Right, we'll do this quick because I'm trying to head in. We're joined here by Lucas.
First time in a while at home.
Aye, 100%. Right, I'm in a rush. What's your score predictions?
So Marcus is in a rush, so I've got to say this quickly. I must have said this score tons of times on there, and I'm going to say it again. 1-1. I'm going to say 1-1. Oh, God. Alan Brown for them,
yeah.
And for us, Oscar. Yeah.
Brilliant. Right,
it's you a goal. See you in a bit.
15 minutes since I last spoke to you, and I bring bad news. I wasn't going to speak to you until kick-off, but there is an urgent update. Ryan Woods in warm-up, torn his groin, shakes his head. He's been limped. Well, he's limped off the field. Awful signs. We don't know how long he'll be out for, but he won't be taking part in today's matchday squad, and he won't be coming on from the bench. And the second news I bring you, which is also awful news, Aaron Connolly will be out for up to 4 to 6 weeks, and John Michael Sarri will be out for a month as well. Awful news. If we are wanting to get to the playoffs, that's dramatically changed. It will take a lot now. They're two of our crucial players, and to have them out for a month, which is 4 crucial games coming up. And here we have it. Hull City take on Preston North End in the 33rd round of the most exciting league in the world, the EFL Championship. A crucial game against a tough and underrated opposition. But I'm confident, I'm excited, and hopefully we get the 3 points. Up the Tigers! This will be the first home game since the awful and devastating disaster that's happened in Turkey and Syria. There will be a minute's silence and hundreds of Turkish flags around the MKM to show their support for everyone who's been affected. And it will be number 20 for Preston North End to kickstart the first half. It's going to be a very tough game, but hopefully a good one at that. We will be shooting towards the north stand in the first half, which isn't good. We need the atmosphere behind us in the second half. If we are struggling, a little bit of motivation, a little bit of atmosphere could help us get them 3 points. Come on, City. We're already through here. Go on. I'll tell you what, I could have gone down in history books. Go on to me. Oh, Ozan. Cheesy peeps, man. I don't know what that was. I don't know what the shot was either. "15 minutes into the game, and I've got to be completely frank with you, absolutely nothing's happened. Such a dull start to the game, and to be honest with you, it's like watching the first away game of the season. 0-0 draw against Preston. Hopefully not today. But there has been some positives. Xavier Simons has started real positive, a big game changer, and to be honest, I could see him starting a few more games in the future. In terms of the performance, Preston have started the better team. They've been creating opportunities, creating gaps, and playing it well. But then again, making silly mistakes, and that's probably why they're 14th in the table. Alfie's giving it away. Ooh, I tell you what, some power on that strike. Just like his father, Rory that. Oh, quality ball by Ryan Longman. On a board! Yes, Liam.
Oh, come on. We've got this. Go on. Go on, Dimmy. Go on, Dimmy. It's through. Oh, it's on. Red. I think that was a dive. I do think that was a dive. Booking for the dive. I'm not going to say what the fans are saying, but if you're familiar with what fans chant to referees, it's precisely that.
35 minutes into the game then. Still very boring. Honestly, now to talk about. Been 1 or 2 chances and they've all been Hull's way. We just didn't really take them. Ozan Tufan. Obvious dive, got the booking for it. But to be honest with you, apart from that, not really to talk about. I do feel we can get ourselves back into this game and, you know, get the lead. But we know how Preston play, the very defensive side, and they'd be happy with a point. I can't bear with 0-0 draws. I'm happy for 1-1 draws, or, you know, a high-scoring match, but 0-0 draws do my head in.
Go on, Ozan, another shoot. Go on. There's no one there, man. Go on, Xavier. Go on, Xavier. Oh, Cyrus.
Now, I always try and stay respectful to the opposition, to the referee, to other people. But today, the referee has made some dodgy decisions. Now, nothing against him as a person, but as a referee, I'm starting to get a bit worried for him. As the fans are saying, you're not fit to referee. Maybe the Preston fans will disagree with me, but as a Hull fan, I feel like we could have had a few more chances because of the referee.
My mother says this corner's going in. Let's prove her right. I'm blooming up, so there's not been a lot to talk about at half time. A bit of weather, a little bit of rain, a bit of clouds. I ain't got a clue what's happened now. There's a Preston fan on the pitch. Brilliant. To be honest, it's been more entertaining than this game. I don't have a clue what's happening. Oh, he's got him. Anyway, back with corner. Right, we're allowed to take it yet, or we're still waiting for him to get out the pitch? Even his own fans are calling him names. So own fans. Brilliant. Hated by the old stadium. Bless him. He's pulled his trousers down as well. I ain't got a clue what's happening here. What are they doing to him? Oh dear me. It hasn't been uninteresting. Been a very entertaining last 2 minutes. Right, onto the corner now. Watch the corner go front post.
45th minute then, and 3 minutes of extra time. And mind you, I think the scoreboard went up about 2 or 3 minutes ago, so whatever added on because of the pitch invasion, which mind you has been the most entertaining thing of the game.
And there we have it, half time, 0-0. What a boring game. Well, we have a certain talking point.
Half time here at the MKM Stadium, and what a boring half. I'd usually talk about the first goal or the first talking point, but realistically the first talking point was a dive by Ozan Tufan. I mean, it was a great counter-attack, there was no need to dive, jump over the keeper, we're through. But instead he did a roly-poly on the floor and he got booked for it. The second talking point. Bloody pitch invasion. I have no idea who he is or what sort of fan base he's from. The Hull fans were calling him all sorts, the Preston fans were calling him all sorts. Then his trousers came off after that. I've never seen anything in my life like that. Now we talk about the actual performance, and a very, very boring one. To be honest with you, we've kept the ball well, we haven't made mistakes. But yet again, it's passing it around the back when we don't need to. Keeping the ball too long when we don't need to. I think Xavier Simons had the ball for about 10 seconds and just wandered around the pitch with it, which is brilliant. Looks brilliant on the possession stats. But we could have been 1-0 or 2-0 up if we had taken the chances and not just hang around with the ball. Now we move on to the bench, and we've actually got a very, very good bench. Now, of course, like I said at the start, Ryan Woods torn his groin in the warm-up and probably will be out for a couple of months. But on the bench, we've still got Regan Slater, who I don't think deserves to be dropped. We've got Ben Tete, we've got the new signing Malcolm Ebiowi, we've got Louis Coyle, and we've got Callum Elder. 5 incredible players that could really make a difference, especially Malcolm Ebiowi, Ben Tete and Regan Slater, game changers and arguably starters for Hull City. In terms of the second half, all we need to do is push a bit more, play that sloppy football and not hold on to it. I mean, at the end of the day, it's one of those, we can nick this. The performance has been there to nick this, and Preston really haven't had any good chances. They're being quite a dull team, to be honest, and maybe that's why they're so high up on the table, because they're not losing, just passing around to get draws. But to be honest with you, it's there for the taking, and hopefully we can just get our act together and get a goal. You right?
Play to Cardallo, sign of my hand.
There's like 50, 60 kids all asking for autographs. Leo pops up to Cardallo, excuse me mate, will you sign my hand? The things you see, eh? Right, I'll keep this short and sweet because there isn't a lot to talk about, to be honest with you. I'll see you all in the second half, but hopefully a more action-packed and eventful second half. Come on the Tigers, another pitch invader, hopefully. Get me views. I'd just like to say something. The players are coming back onto the field as we speak, but I just found out today was the referee's first ever championship appearance. Mother's bought me an hot chocolate, thank you Mum. Half time's been more eventful than well, the game really. I'll see you all in about a minute.
Leo said this is a goal. Well, Mum said the last one was a goal and it ended in a pitch invasion. Oh, Alfie!
It's still on, he's shooting.
Oh dear. Oh, I tell you what. The thing about Demetrius Pelkas, right? On the ball and dribbling past players is probably one of the best in the championship, but when it comes to his shooting, that's what lets him down. And that's why he's in the championship.
55th minute and a very poor opening to this second half. Fully Preston. But then again, I have to feel for the Preston fans. I don't know how many 0-0s they've had. They need a bit of encouragement, a bit of motivation, and they've given them that today. Fair play to the fans. And to be honest, the last 5 minutes starting to get very shaky. And something I don't understand is Matt Ingram played the ball long, which all the fans want. And Lee Rossini got very annoyed. He wants them to play it short, and that's something I don't particularly like. In some senses, they're all over us, and a change is needed now. There's 3 players on the pitch which probably didn't deserve to start. They played decent, but Xavier Simons, Demetrius Pelkas, and I'd probably say Ryan Longman would probably be my 3 to come off. Bring on Ben Tete, Malcolm Ebiowi, and of course 50 grand Regan Slater. 3 influential players that can really change this into a 0-0 to a 1-0.
Go on. Oh! Sounded like bloody Mario then. Good shot, like you. I don't know where that's going, like. Ray! How'd you give it the other way? Oh my. Oh dear. It's all. I hope this is just a yellow card. Oh dear me.
65th minute and the first substitution and a double substitution for that for Hull City. He's loving it in the background. He's loving it. Like a very boring game. With the substitutions, Ryan Longman and Demetrius Pelkas, our 2 wingers coming off and coming on for his home debut, Malcolm Ebiowi, and also coming on 50 grand Regan Slater. 2 players that can really make a difference today, and I'm hoping they do because 0-0s aren't my cup of tea.
Go on, Malcolm.
Come on, Cyrus.
Go on, Malcolm, have a shot, mate. Does that count as a shot? I don't know. Maybe on statistics.
72nd minutes, and as the fans get louder, the players get better. The substitution have made a real impact. And I'll tell you what, we've got a real positive mental attitude towards this game now, and I really think we can go and neck the 3 points. We've created the opportunities, and it's there for the taking. Come on, the boys. Hot chocolate review, absolutely brilliant. There's been nought in this game to talk about, but this hot chocolate, fantastic. Could have done with a little bit more of a stir, but you can't complain with me, mum. She's tried, and that's the main thing. 75th minute and a substitution for Hull City, but before we get into that, we have to talk about an amazing moment of respect. The whole MKM stadium, including the Preston fans, stood up and gave a round of applause in remembrance for a loyal Hull City fan that sadly passed away. An incredible moment of respect and fair play to the Preston fans. 80th minute and a substitution for the Tigers. A straight swap as Benjamin Tete comes onto the pitch, replacing Hull City's top goal scorer this season, Oscar Estupinian. Let's hope Ben Tete can bring fresh legs and a bit of pace into the squad. I'm still optimistic. I still think we can get a 1-0 win here, but a 0-0's looking more likely. It's so boring, man.
We're just slowing it down a bit. Go on, go on. Please, somebody. Go on, Cyrus. Go on, Cyrus. Go on. Oh, I thought I was dipping into the top. Oh. Offside. Go on, Malcolm. Regan. Oh. Turn into Gary Neville then. Oh, Cyrus.
Over 17,700 people at the MKM. Incredible support. And it's probably been the highest it has been for a couple of months now. I know we got 20,000 at Sheffield United, but for where we are in the league, incredible. I remember 3 years ago, it was 9.5 at the MKM.
Right, this one's going in.
Leo claims this is going in. Pen! Pen! Oh, don't, no. Please, Cyrus, please, Cyrus. Oh, get in!
8th minute and 5 minutes of added time. Say, what do you think,
I
mate?
have no words.
I don't either, mate. Just such a boring game with little chances. And when we do get chances, we slow the play down. Actually, we've got a chance there, hang on.
Go on, Malcolm. Go on, Malcolm. Go on, Malcolm. Go on, Malcolm. Oh, he's got his shirt. Come on, man. Oh, Malcolm. Right, we take the free kick. We take the free kick. Oh, come on. Incredible atmosphere at the MKM. Backing the players right till the very end. And when I say the very end, this could be the very end. Liam Rossini out of his box. We're getting a telling off back referee in a minute. But I'm more focused on this hitting the back of the net.
This goes in, I'm on the pitch.
Go on, Ozan. Come on, Ozan. Come on, Ozan. Malcolm Avio is there in space. Is he going to play it short? Is he going to play it long? Oh, that build up for that. Hang on. Corner. Come on. The frustration grows as Matt Ingram holds the ball again. The fans are furious. There's less than 45 seconds left of the game. It's do or die here. There's always a chance in football. But this chance is growing less and less possible. And it won't be Hull City's day. To be fair though, the Preston fans have been fantastic, singing most of the game. Great numbers, great set of fans, and you deserve better than a 0-0 draw. And there we have it, full time 0-0. Ball draw, boring result, boring performance. I'll see you when we get home. For not a lot, I don't really know what to talk about when I get home. Pitch invasion, whose trousers fell down. Brilliant. Right, I'll see you next week.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Hull City 0, Preston North End 0. What a boring game that was, honestly. What is there to talk about? what can I say? What was the main talking point? Either an Ozan dive or a pitch invasion that lost his trousers halfway through. That just sums up the game, doesn't it? In terms of the performance, it wasn't really a bad performance from either team. It was just boring. I mean, I just don't know what to say. I'm just sort of stood here. But what can you say? It was a decent performance. They passed it well. Very boring. We kept a clean sheet. We didn't lose. We pick up a valued point. And at the end of the day, we just move on to Bristol at next week. We talk about the fans, and both sets of fans are absolutely incredible. Over 17,700 people at the MKM Stadium. I mean, one of the best atmospheres maybe for the last couple of months. You know, we sang, the Preston fans were incredible, great numbers, great volume, and to be honest, you have to feel bad travelling all that way for a 0-0 draw. Another point to talk about is the slander Matt Ingram's been getting. Now, yes, he's not the best at distribution. Yes, he takes too long on the ball, but he's kept 4 clean sheets in the last 5 games. He's been incredible at shot stopping. Just get behind the players. Why do people keep moaning? You know, last season we were scrapping relegation. This is a long project. It's not going to be short-term Premier League next season. We have to give the squad, the management and the owners time. Now we look ahead to the future, and the next game is probably one of the longest away games of the season, and I have bad memories from that place. We're off to Bristol City at Ashton Gate Stadium. 5-0 last time. We did the conga, yeah, that was brilliant, but 10 hours worth of driving for a 5-0 absolute triumph to Bristol City. But hopefully it's different this time. I know Bristol are on the up. I remember they beat, what was it, Norwich about a week ago, and they absolutely hammered us a few days afterwards. So it's one of those games where you look at and hopefully we can win, and it's a very evenly matched contest, but Bristol have the likes of Alex Scott, Andreas Wyman, who one game and one bit of ability can win them that game, and it's going to be a very nerve-wracking one. But I will be travelling, and I am looking forward to it in a strange way. Once again, thank you all so much for watching. If possible, please like, subscribe and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss a video. But to be honest with you, this video was probably to miss. It were a boring game, and I do apologise for the lack of content and entertainment in it, but there's not a lot I can do for such a dire game in a sense. Just before I leave this video and let you get on with your day, I'd just like to give a shout out to Imogen Jackson. Now, I was going to give her a shout out at Stoke, but it completely slipped my mind. I felt so guilty about it. So Imogen, if you're watching, I hope you have a great day, and thank you for the support. It really does mean a lot. I met your parents, they were lovely, shout out to them, and hopefully I'll get to see you in the game in the future, and hopefully that game we get 3 points. Right, I'll let you get on with your day. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you at Bristol, hopefully for a game full of goals and not a 0-0 draw. But mind you, a draw against Bristol will be class and how they're playing at the moment. Let's keep positive, stay optimistic, and I'll see you all next Saturday. Come on the Tigers!